Good morning. I robbed the pharmacy in 1998 for Oxycontin. Got me 6 years and 14 days in prison. But that 6 years and 14 days inside of a cold federal prison wasn't near as bad as the 30 years that I trapped myself in my own prison of addiction. Today I want to talk a little bit about life after addiction, man. Like, how is life after this? Is this possible? You know, because I remember a time when I didn't think that it was possible. I didn't think that getting clean was something that I would ever do. And here I am today, clean and sober, doing well, a figure in my community that actually helps instead of hurts. And I think about anybody can get to that point too, man. I also want to talk a little bit about judging other people's addictions. So when I was younger too, I always thought that I was just a pothead, or I was just a, pillhead. And I would look at someone that did crack or cocaine as less than me. And yesterday I was speaking with someone who drinks. Definitely an alcoholic, definitely somebody that gets up and drinks first thing in the morning, 2 shots, first thing in the morning. But when we talk about cigarettes, or when we talk about heroin or any of the other substances out there that people get addicted to, he's like, I've never been addicted to any of those things. I've never had to, and it's this judgmental look at other people that have fell victim to being addicted to a substance, whether it's a cigarette or what it is. But at the same time, he's sitting right there using alcohol, which is basically a drug. It's just legal. But alcohol tears your body up just as bad, if not worse, than a lot of other drugs. So to be able to sit and look at someone else's addiction and judge it is kind of tough. For me, the one that I have problems with is people that eat too much, right? Because some people eat and it's an addiction. They don't eat to survive. They don't eat for energy. They don't just eat because they're hungry. They sit down and they spend hours eating. You know what I mean? And I think it's because it's the same dopamine that any other drug, that nicotine, that caffeine, that anything else can set off in your brain. It's still setting it off for that whole hour that they're sitting there eating. That's what they enjoy. That's their addiction. You know what I mean? Some people, it's just something simple like coffee is about, one of the things that they'll be addicted to. But you can't look at other people and not understand that they have the same thing, right? It's the same thing. And I can tell this dude wants to quit. You know what I mean? I can tell he wants to quit. He's a motivated guy. And like I was telling him, I was like, dude, look at everything you get done now. Look at all the things that you get done on a daily basis. You take care of your family, you take care of your girl, you work, you do all these things. I was like, what if you weren't drinking? Like, how much more would you be able to accomplish if you weren't drinking? He's like, yeah. And then I told him about me quitting cigarettes. So recently I quit cigarettes. This is a struggle, bro. This is a struggle. Like, there's parts of our brain that just doesn't want to let go of things. And for me, for cigarettes was always there, bro. You got to see this sunset. You got to see this sun right now, bro. Hold on, I got to get a video of this so that I can B-roll this in here right now. This is absolutely stunning. I'm gonna B-roll that in right here, dude, so that y'all can see it, because this sun coming up right here is absolutely friggin' beautiful, man. I want to share it with you. I want you to see it. This is where we are this morning. This is what we're doing. We're out here hanging out. We're sober. We're clean. You can be too. But I was telling him not to think about it as, or actually, let me get back to my thought. I'm sorry. I told him that I quit cigarettes. So quitting cigarettes has been a hard thing for me, because cigarettes has been there for me for everything. I was going to jail, I could smoke a cigarette. I didn't have any dope, I could smoke a cigarette. Me and my girlfriend got into a fight, smoke a cigarette. Lost my job, smoke a cigarette. Like, it's always been there. It's always been that crutch, man. And like right now, I would love a cigarette. I've always had cigarettes with my coffee. Get up in the morning, nice cup of coffee, get that cigarette. That was like my starter for the day. And for 2 months now, there's been no cigarettes. There's been no habit of that. And my body tells me every single day that it remembers that habit, and it wants me to go back to that habit, man. It's hard to break these habits, bro. But you know, you just got to keep going. You just got to keep doing it, man. You just got to keep doing it. And I told him that with my money that I have saved from not smoking, I figured 2 packs a day for me at 30 days was $485 a month, right? My truck payment is $506. So I was like, shit, I'll just quit cigarettes. I'll be able to make truck payments. So what I did this month was I got enough money together to pay 2 months worth of my truck payments ahead. That way I could pay the interest on 2 months. Now for the next 2 months, I have freedom to put money straight towards the principal of my truck in order to try to pay my truck off. And all of that money is cigarette money. That $485 that I'm saving from cigarettes, I'm gonna put 15 bucks with it, and there's $500, there's a payment. I just paid $1,000 Friday, straight towards the principal of my truck. All of it because the money that I saved from not smoking anymore. That is one thing that motivates me to keep on the track that I am to stay not smoking. Do I want a cigarette right now? Fuck yes. Fucking right. I would love a cigarette right now. I have had thoughts of going and buying a cigarette several times. I thought about I was going to go down to Tobacco Hut and buy a pack of cigarettes and had them people keep it there for me. And I'll just come over and just get one at a time. This is my way of trying to control my addiction. If I don't have them cigarettes in my house, I can't smoke one. If I have to this is actually how I quit. I started by leaving my cigarettes in my truck. That way I couldn't just reach over right here and grab them. Reach over right here and pick up a cigarette anytime I wanted. I couldn't do that. I had to go outside, had to go out to my truck and put more effort in, right? So I figured, you know, that worked to get me to the point that I am now. I promised that I wasn't gonna buy any more cigarettes. I haven't bought any more cigarettes. Have I smoked a few cigarettes? Yes, guilty. I've definitely smoked a few cigarettes, bro. But I'm not smoking. I'm not smoking every day. I'm not getting up smoking every day. I'm working on it. It's a process. It doesn't just mean, bam, hey man, I said I'm gonna do this and that's it. No, give yourself a little bit of leeway. Because if you don't give yourself a little bit of leeway and you're like, I said I was gonna do this and then I failed and now I'm miserable, and you feel bad and you feel like, you know, I didn't accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. So give yourself a little bit of leeway first. Don't just start with that, I'm quitting tomorrow. Nope. Start by dwindling down a little bit. Find a way to separate yourself from whatever it is and put a speed bump there. Put a fence there. Make sure you got to open or unlock a door. Maybe you got to call somebody. You know, if you're really trying to get off of, you know, for me, pharmaceuticals was the thing. You could give them pharmaceuticals to somebody else, you know, because it's literally an hourly thing. You know what I mean? You're supposed to take them every 6 hours. Now you're going to take them every 8. Let her keep them. Let that guy keep them. Let somebody else keep them that you trust so that they can kind of give them to you as you need them, and maybe that'll help you. You know, I try to think about how I can be valuable to you guys, man, because I know this channel is, I know what this channel is based on. I'm not going to do anything but addiction stuff on this channel anymore. It's going to be addiction-based stuff. It might be stories about other people. It might be stories about me. It might be, you know, things like this, man. Just, I share experiences of my life with you guys. Because, you know, another video I want to do, it's wisdom, about wisdom, man. Because wisdom is built through experience. And I believe I have a lot of experience, especially at this nonsense. Unfortunately enough, you know, I could have been a rocket scientist or a doctor or a lawyer or somebody that, you know, could have been valuable in other ways. But here I am, after all these years of torturing myself and torturing my family, I have finally found a cool spot to be, man. It's a place that I want to be. Is every day perfect for me? Fuck no. It's far from perfect. But I strive towards a goal every single day. And I think everybody out there can do the same thing. Like, I get to a certain point with the way I'm living and how things are affecting me, and then I want to share that. I try to share it to the people around me, and sometimes they take it. Like, you know, I've been fasting. I've been really on this health kick lately, like watching what I eat and going to the gym, which, you know, that's where I'm supposed to be right now. Normally I would be at the gym right now, man, but I hyperextended my arm really bad on Thursday, doing some work for a buddy. And man, I tell you what, I woke up Saturday, dude, and I was like, ugh, I couldn't even walk, man. That shit was bad. So I figured I'd give it another day of rest, man. Yeah, the sun has popped up there. That is just so cool to me. You know, you can get out here, man, and you can enjoy nature. You can see the beauty around you, you know, especially if you're somebody like me, that the only time I would really go out was to go out and get my fix, you know, or I just have somebody bring it to me, and then I just fix up and do my thing in the house and melt away and rot right there in the house. There's some beautiful geese flying by. Of course, I don't have the camera out for that one, too late. But yeah, just wanted to drop a video, man, and talk about, you know, other addictions, and you know, there is a way out of this. There is a way out of it. I hate coming in here and just leaving old sad videos, man, so I hope this was a little different. I wanted to bring you outside of the studio. I love shooting videos in this giant field right here. It's quiet. I can't see any cars. This is an old building here, and there's just a house, and it's nice and quiet. You can hear the birds. You know, I've seen deer out here. I've seen turkeys out here. Till next time, don't sweat the petty things. Pet the sweaty things.